Hey there. So yesterday I introduced my new blog and I pointed out that my goal was to help you and your kids enjoy classical music even more. And I gave you a couple examples, however, of rock music from the past 50 years. And I apologize for that, but my point was that I want you to see that music, no matter what time period it is, reflects the world around us. And so now when it comes to classical music, there's for some reason we think it has to involve like an orchestra or just like a solo piano or something like that. And I love Mozart, I love Beethoven, I love Bach, 300 some years ago. But I want you to realize, though, that classical music is just as much being written today. And so I wanted to recommend some pieces today that are being written within the past, 30 years. Now, one of the ways that we primarily interact with classical music in our world today is we hear it in movies. And most movie music has orchestra music written for it. So the first piece that I want to recommend today actually does come from a movie. It's from the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, your kids may or may not have seen the movie, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's still enjoyable music, and we can enjoy the music all on its own. We don't really need the movie to do that for us. But tell your kids, hey, this is about pirates or something like that, and imagine a boat sailing through the water, a big pirate ship, and you can visualize it in your head. So that's the first one that I want you to hear, and listen to the orchestration of it. It uses stringed instruments, it uses brass instruments. The second one that I want you to hear is by John Williams. Now he's a film composer, right? You probably know him because of what, Star Wars, Jaws, Indiana Jones. I mean, there's a billion movies that he's written. Harry Potter is another one. But he also has written plenty of music that is just music all on its own. In fact, he wrote a cello concerto back in the 1990s. Another piece that he wrote that I'm going to recommend to you today, it's in the playlist, it's called Summon the Heroes. This was written with a thought of the 1996 Summer Olympics. And so it's very fanfare-like. It's very exciting to hear. It's pretty easy to listen to as well. And yet, one thing I want you to realize, though, is that the music that you hear from Pirates of the Caribbean, the music that you hear from John Williams, it uses all the same compositional technique and finesse that, say, Beethoven would use too, or Mozart would use too. The reason it sounds different is because it's written, kind of contemporarily. And so that's why it sounds different. I want to encourage you to continue to follow my blog and follow me on social media and keep going with your kids on this one. And I hope that you have a really, really good time this week listening to these songs. I'll be back tomorrow again with some more music. If you don't consider this actually classical music, tomorrow will be, okay? And then also on Thursday as well. Okay? See you later.